Hey guys, how are you all doing today? I'm HonestR and welcome to a new episode of Buy or Escape, where today we'll go outside and test one of these little thingies. It's a drone. More specifically, this is the UDI U845. So this is a beginner's model for if you want to train yourself in flying a drone, and if you have kids between the from 14 years and up. And we're going to test it out if this is actually a good drone to buy. Now I can already tell you the conclusion because I've tested out already a few times. If you can see, it's already pretty dirty. I've crashed it already many times. But for the sake of argument, we're going outside again before I give you my conclusion. But first, before we go outside, let us take a look at this drone. You can see it has 6 propellers, which you can easily detach and put on again. So many times when this thing crashes, it will probably lose one of its propellers, and you can easily put it back up. Under the camera, there is, you can see it, there is a 2.0 megapixel camera for recording video, and it holds one of these batteries. Well, it comes with 2 batteries if you decide to buy it, a USB charger, some spare propellers if you lose one or break one. It hasn't happened to me yet, and a controller. Now for the controller you have to buy 4 AA batteries, and it also has this little thingy where you can put your mobile phone into, like this, and then when the camera is on, you will see what you will transmit it to your phone. Let me turn it on very quickly, then we will see it. So if you can see now, I've connected the drone to my phone via an app. It works over a Wi-Fi connection, and you can see where you're flying to. But you can also use it as a controller, so you don't actually need this one. But there is a little bit difference. This one has a range of 100 meters, and this one has only around 30 meters, and then it will lose the Wi-Fi connection and you will crash. You can also use this for recording. So let me put on a quick test. So it starts recording now, and I'll put the results in the video. You can also take pictures with it, and that's about it. One last thing before we go outside. You see the lights underneath the thing, under the drone. The white light indicates it's the front of the drone, and the rest of the lights is just for pure fun. You can also tilt the camera a little bit. I'll just put it forward, and we'll go outside and see if this thing is good to fly or not. So let's go! So welcome outside. I found this nice little piece of open land with nothing in the neighborhood, but only some train tracks behind me and a road behind me. But further there are no buildings or houses or whatsoever which I can crash into. So I'm going to test this little this thing out. I've got the controller over here. I put my mobile, which I'm filming, which I used to film now, I put it in here, and I changed to a different camera, and we'll go start testing this baby out. There's only a little wind, so I hope it's not a problem. Let's go. Okay, for the first test I'm going to use the remote to fly this thing. I hope I got a good shot of it. The first test is with the remote, and a second test I will just use my mobile to fly the plane or the drone. So let's test it baby out. I'm pretty terrible at this, so let's hope for the best. And of course
I'm going to put this in record mode, so we'll get hopefully get some nice video from the drone. Oh, there it goes. Whoa. There it goes. There we go. Actually flies pretty good now. I've practiced before with the drone, and there was a lot of wind. Well, only a little bit wind, and if there's only like a little bit of wind, it can totally screw up this toy, because it cannot fly against the wind. So, and come back. Come here, come back. Okay, so far for the first battery. Thank God I have got another one. One battery holds up between 7 and 10 minutes at most. So it's quick fun. You don't have a lot of time to play with it. So I can change my battery now. And then I'm going to try to use my mobile to operate this thing. So be right back. Alrighty then. Now we changed the battery, and now I'm going to use just my mobile to operate this thing. And of course I'm gonna tape some of the view. So let's see how I'm doing with that. Probably not good, but that's not the point. Let's go. So that was the second part of the test with my mobile. I must say the mobile feel, the controller is probably a little bit better to control your plane. So you can focus on the controlling the plane and viewing through the camera, instead of doing both simultaneously on one device. But well, I'll go back inside, and I also had some troubles with one of my propellers, which I fixed off camera, but I'll tell you, I will go back inside and I will draw my final conclusion if is this worth a buy or not. So let's go. So those were the tests outside. I had cut the second test a little bit short because I had some issues with my propellers. I never lost a propeller. Then on my first flight and my first crash with the second test, I lost 2 propellers and I couldn't fix it on site because I didn't have the manual with me. I had to replace one of these propellers, and I thought they were all the same, but apparently they have numbers and letters on them, and you have to put them specifically in some order on it, otherwise it won't fly. But back to the test itself. I think controlling the drone with your mobile is a little bit easier, because then you can control it and you can see where you're flying to. The only issue is, of course, that it only has a range about 30 meters, and then it will drop down from the sky, while with the normal controller it will reach around 100 meters. But if you want to record anything, you have to stay within 30 meters, because if you go further, then it also stops recording, and this basically becomes useless. Another thing is that you can't really see
what's the front and back. Now you can see the white light indicating that what is the front side, and the red is the back side. But when you're flying up in the air, in daytime you won't see the lights, so you don't really know what the front and back is of the drone. Now there is supposed to be a headless mode, so the controller makes up its own mind of what's the front and what's the back. I didn't really test it out, so I can't really give you my opinion of that. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video. But the biggest problem is the wind. With the test there was almost no wind, but I tested I practiced a little bit before I tested out this on video, and there was always a little bit of wind. But even if there is a little bit of wind, it will catch on the wind and it will just go with the wind in whatever direction the wind is going, and it cannot really fly against the wind. It's just useless. So if there is wind, it will go with the wind and it will just end up going like 100 meters in the wrong direction, and then you'll lose control of the drone. So, do I recommend it? Not really. I mean, it survives a lot of crashes, so if you want to practice with the drone, it is perfectly safe for practicing without spending too much money. But the best thing is to wait. If you decide to buy this, is to wait there is absolutely no wind at all outside, or go like to a big sports hall or anything and practice inside. Because, like I said, if there's just a little bit of wind, even when you get higher, even when there's no wind and you get a little bit higher and there's wind over there, it will catch on the wind and it will just go in that direction, and the controllers are almost useless. At least if you buy this, you get like a good, nice little camera, 2.0 pixel, it transmits all to your phone, and it immediately gets stored to your phone, so you won't need an SD card or anything. So that's kind of a nice feature. Only another problem is that when you take pictures, it will go to your standard gallery of your phone, but if you take video, then you have to manually search your mobile phone to find where the video is stored and then transfer it to your computer to watch the video back. It won't automatically go to your normal gallery if you would shoot a normal video with your mobile phone. So that's also kind of a trouble of this thing. So yeah, I give this around 5 out of 10. It's not really that great. It is only good if there's no wind, otherwise don't even try. That was my skip or buy for this week. I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe for more if you want to see more of my content. I also have Twitter @rsuidam. You can leave the comments down below and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!